It's Friday night, and you know what that means. Time for another hour edition of wrestling that flies by like it's a mere 60 minutes, 45 minutes with commercials. I'm John Renton with my review of AEW Rampage. Excalibur, Taz, Ricky Starks, and the Insurrection God, Jericho Aniston on commentary. Thank you very much to Knock Dr. Death, because I can never unsee it, I can never unhear it. His name, forever, is Jericho Aniston, because he looks really fucking ridiculous in all honesty, and also, he just shouts, lets it all out. He takes over commentary, which we could do without his shrieking voice on it. Come on. So we jump right into the action. Shane Swerve Strickland versus Darby Allin. Owen Hart qualifier. Referee Aubrey. Cool to see Defy Wrestling being represented in the Pacific Northwest. A great independent promotion that has gone to multiple states even. I mean, they got a pretty big reach as far as this part of the country. And Swerve and Darby got their start there. So did Aubrey. It's really cool to see all three of them on this big stage. The crowd was into it. And while they didn't get as long as they would have gotten on an indie show, obviously it's only an hour-long program. They made the most of it. Swerve was a bit more heelish, countered one of Darby's launching dives with a strike. That was pretty cool. But then Darby targeted the knee, tried to do the coffin drop. Swerve got his knees up. Oh no, the knees are hurt. And then we get a suplex outside. Ouch. Starks leaves commentary and tries to interfere. Sting says, no, I woke up from my nap. You're not going to do that, young man. And no, what the hell's going to happen here? Is Hobbs going to interfere? Nope, Hobbs isn't going to interfere because Swerve was distracted just enough that Darby managed to lock on the Last Supper, get the pin, 1, 2, 3. And there you go, because Swerve and Lee are still feuding with Starks and Hobbs. So a Spears pre-tape. He talks about how he has faced the guy that MJF has hand-selected. He's 7 feet tall. I faced him in the ring, and he's full of PP. Pinnacle potential. He's also full of creatine, if you fucking take a look at him. Not that he's the only one, but whatever. So, after a recap package of the fireball being thrown in Eddie Kingston's face, Santana Ortiz blindside Jericho. It's a damn shame the pyro didn't go off right there, because it would have at least taken care of, seeing the Insurrection God Jericho Aniston on commentary. Such a shame. So, Jay Cargill, Red Velvet, and Kira Hogan took on Willow Nightingale, Trish Adora, and Sky Blue. There's the baddie section there, and I'm sure the area outside the arena was a little bit more bare at this point. There was an attempt in this match. It wasn't terrible. Willow Nightingale is somebody I think they should take a look at, featuring a little bit more. Sky Blue isn't bad. I haven't seen Trish Adora enough. Kira Hogan, I think, is about as good as she's going to get. Red Velvet is one day going to brain herself, and Jade needs a lot of fucking work. Jade did 1, 2, 3 on Adora. So there you go. Shivani is with Swerve and Darby. Swerve is rooting for him. Darby says it wasn't supposed to be like that. Let's go 5 more minutes. He's like, no, represent the Pacific Northwest and win. We still got some issues to take care of with Hobbs and Starks. And then Keith Lee took on Colton Gunn. It wasn't bad. A motivated Lee is a dangerous Lee. This is a little bit too competitive, though, even though Colton is a good athlete. Eventually, what was the BBC? I don't know if that's what they're calling it, but that's what I'm calling it. Keith Lee launches his massive BBC right into Colton's ass, boy. 1, 2, 3. Then Shivani is with the Hardys. They talk about the Owen tournament. Matt looks and sounds lost. It's kind of a rambling promo. Bobby Fish pre-tape. Well, that's okay. He can reflect on the time when he really remembered the Alamo when he was a teenager. So Danhausen, he calls out, Hook! Who comes out. And that hair, it's like a freaking symbiote. It's insane. So Sterling interrupts, and then Nice attacks both. And then Hook tosses Nice, and Danhausen tries the Cassie thing. And it looks like we're going to get Hook and Danhausen as a team. The crowd's chanting Hookhausen. Fuck this crowd. Whatever, if you cheered it, that's fine. I just like Hook. I don't really care for Dan. Danhausen is a gimmick that I don't really care for. I give him credit for being invested in it. But maybe they'll do better with Hook. So Lexi Nier is with the kids, or the Gun Kids, the Ass Boys as it is. The Acclaim interrupt and said, you want to scissor with the Acclaimed? It's kind of funny. Apparently Lexi is not into scissoring, at least by her expression. So Mercedes pre-tape about facing Deonna to unify the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. The one that Deonna won from Roxy, who's now Roxanne Perez in NXT. And the one that Mercedes won, beating Willow Nightingale, I believe. Too many vacant and interim champions going. Too many vacated titles, too many unified. Just stop with the interim titles, basically what I'm saying. Ian Riccaboni joins for the main event, which is cool. It's a Ring of Honor TV Championship. Trent Beretta versus Samoa Joe. Joe should have won more decisively. Nothing against Trent, but he is exactly in the position that he should be in. Not taking all that seriously. Rear naked choke for the win. Shivani talks to Joe. Lethal and Dutt interrupt with Giant Silva Jr., who, this guy's a lost cause already. Cassidy does the same old shit with him, and then Lethal attacks him, and Lethal and Joe are attacking. And we go off the air. We'll see you this Sunday for the Not Royal Rumble, because we don't have that trademark, because we're not WWE. That's all I got to say about Rampage. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.